Oh my God. Hey everybody, it's me, the Sepia Scholar, and I'm here with TJ, aka Teddy Bear. And we're doing a live chat right now because you barely see this dude. And so while I catch him, I make him come on here and talk shit with me. You know, I know we for 5 seconds in, I'm already cussing. He already done cussing in Creole. So we done killed the live. But either way, let me hit y'all with the intro and we're gonna get popping. All right, like the intro says, this channel is about reviews, reactions, and grown-up conversations. So that's what we're about to do with my buddy TJ. Before we get that started, I hope everybody is happy, healthy, full of love, and it's a great Saturday. So I know most people are going to catch us on a replay because we randomly jumped on here and did this live. But hit me with a like, a share, a subscribe, and show me the love like I've been loving on you. And I appreciate you so much. So TJ, how you been?
I've been good. First and foremost, let me say.
Oh God.
Let me say, death to all my haters.
What the hell is going on? What is happening?
RP all my haters.
Really? You got all these haters?
I'm just joking.
Okay. I'm just checking. I ain't know.
Everybody do crazy shit like that anyway. So I just want to get it off my chest.
All right, I guess. Let's kick off with we just talking about anything on here. We don't even care. We just doing stuff. So, I want to play this blooper reel because this is one of my favorite reels with us in it. This shows how this man like to act up. So let's hit it.
Hi everybody, this is TJ. He's mean as hell and he treats people bad, but we love him. Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm TJ.
Uh-huh.
I'm her friend.
Uh-huh.
The only same one that she has. Other than that, she's a jerk.
Oh my God.
She's a jerk.
Okay. All the hoes are gonna be in your Instagram now. All the hoes, y'all gonna be at Instagram now?
She gets my
follow him at Dickum Down at Instagram.
She raises my oxygen. No.
Oh my
don't do that
God.
shit. Don't do that shit.
Oh God.
You listen to her. She's a little slow. She rides the yellow bus.
Wow.
The one that's short and has a little elevator on the back.
Okay.
If
I ride the short bus, he's the one who sit in the front so they can watch him so he don't eat his glue.
And she sleeps with a helmet on. So yeah.
Now, if you look between the heads, which one look like it has a helmet? This nigga right here.
Yeah, I'm used to a helmet because I used to play college football. But what I'm saying is, yeah, she's a little slow. She's a little slow. Is this thing live?
Hell no.
All right. There's a little bit of our foolishness that we get on here and done. I stick to what I said. He mean, but we love him.
She got problems. She got problems. Serious.
Oh my God. Anyways, let's get started. I'm just gonna throw some topics out there. So, DJ Envy and his wife Gia, she ain't busting nothing in 10 years. What do you have to say about that?
Don't bring your girl around me, true player.
Oh my God, so ridiculous.
I'm just saying. I mean, well, you know, I mean, if she love him, that's all that matter, I guess. Cause, yeah, nah, that won't be happening in my house if it was my wife.
But what if they faking it?
What do you mean? What if they faking you?
Because they were getting mad at Gia because they said that she should have told him after 10 years. So let me give you a little bit of background. So they've been together since they were teenagers. So the first 10 years would probably have been from 16 to 26, right? So they were saying that maybe he didn't know he wasn't doing it. And it's her fault because she didn't speak up.
Excuses are the tools of the incompetent, which leads to the monumentals of nothingness.
Oh my God. He's a philosopher now.
So listen, ain't no way in the HE devil hockey sticks that you gonna live underneath my roof.
Mm-hmm.
I'm your man, you my woman. And we make all this good love and you ain't getting satisfied. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, boy.
Well,
Ain't no way, boy.
that doesn't answer the. Anyways, I've seen dudes that say it doesn't matter if the woman gets it as long as they get it.
Well, you know what? Okay, I understand. From the other perspective, some people are people pleasers. Me, I'm a people pleaser. I do what I do to make sure the other party is pleased. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not the one to leave you high and dry like that, cause you know.
All right, ladies. Like I said, you can follow him at Dig Him Down on Instagram.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh my God.
Don't
Either way, moving on to the next, because that was awkward. Did you see that thing where Maino says he likes to be, like, he was on lip service and he was talking about how he likes to do race play. He likes to get a woman of non-color to have him dress up like a slave, and she dominates him. And it's because he slept with that lady, and then the husband or the master whoops him too. Like, he's into that kinkiness, and they talk to him crazy. What do you think about that?
Well, my thoughts on that is he's sick. he's sick. What the fuck?
He said he likes that. He likes race play.
Yeah, he's sick. He's sick. You know what I mean? He likes to be beaten and all that crazy. He's sick. You got to be a sick individual.
Oh my God.
You got to be a sick individual if you like being beat.
No, some people like BDSM. I mean, I think it's the race play part of it that's weird.
You know what I'm saying? The whole thing. He's sick. The man's sick. He needs some medicine.
Oh Lord. Anyway.
Short
and quick and to the point, right?
He needs medicine.
All right, let's talk about your boy Future. We're rolling through it. Let's talk about your boy Future. Mm-hmm. So he went on there and he said that he wasn't the one that was toxic in the relationships. The women he dated were toxic. So he says he's getting a bad rap. What do you think about that? You know how I feel about Future. You know.
Well, first of all, let's get this clear. Let's get this clear, man. I mean, and this is me. I gotta. Folks, they learn one new freaking word and they run that bitch into the ground.
Wow.
Toxic.
Mm.
Toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Toxic. Ain't nobody know nothing about anything being toxic until the Simpsons came out.
Oh, God.
So they talking about toxic. Oh, this relationship is toxic. It's toxic. They use that word. They done ran that damn word in the ground. Mm-hmm. I'm so sick of hearing that shit. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm toxic. Oh, this relationship is toxic. You knew what you was getting into before you got into it.
So you don't think he has? Do you think it was ladies? Because he's speaking about Lori Harvey and Sierra.
Well, it could
and
be both.
His 50,000 baby mamas.
Yeah, well, it could be both. Mm-hmm. It could be both. I mean, think about it. If he's such this toxic individual or this bad individual per se, why would he have all these baby mamas? So if one is saying, "Oh, he toxic," or this, then here comes another one that comes along and jumps on that bandwagon. Oh, let me see what this be about. Make that make sense. Now listen, listen. I ain't taking no sides. I'm just calling it as I see it. Like if somebody really that bad, as they say, oh, he got problems. Why would all these chicks?
Are you serious?
Yeah. Why would all these chicks want
the D?
But he's toxic.
We ain't talking while we smashing. I'm confused. The D.
Well, fellas, most of y'all understand my point of view. Y'all understand where I'm coming from. I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm. But that's these women talking. These emotional creatures.
Wow, we're emotional.
Yes.
Anyways, let's talk about a man who actually took accountability. Mm-hmm. Shaq went on a podcast and he took accountability that he ruined the marriage, even though the dudes all around him didn't want him to say that. They try to talk it down. He took accountability and said that he was basically trashing the marriage, not as a person, trashing the marriage. And she did everything she was supposed to do. Because, a long time they was dragging Shani. I don't like Shani from Basketball Wives, but they were dragging her for a long time. So what do you think about him taking accountability and the dudes not wanting him to, like trying to talk him out of it?
Well, let me say this here. Mm-hmm. Shaq his reputation is larger than his size.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big guy. He has a huge reputation
Mm-hmm.
as a basketball player,
Mm-hmm.
and now also as a businessman.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
The general.
exactly. I mean, Papa John's
Mm-hmm.
and all that other good stuff he got going on. So he's huge.
Mm-hmm.
He's huge, to be honest with you. The big fella's huge. So I applaud him for how he handled that, because that could have went a whole nother way. And he basically he basically said what everybody else wanted to hear.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because let's be real now. He a G for it. He shouldered all the blame, like normally, like most sensible people do. They shoulder the blame.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna shoulder the blame. Whatever. I take accountability for. I take the blame for this. I take the blame for that. Yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
But we all know it takes two to tango.
Mm.
I was not in that household. I was not in that relationship. None of you were either. But we all know he had his faults and she had hers. Let's be real.
So the man took the
right. He took. Listen. He ate that. He ate it.
But he deserved it. He
What do you mean he deserved?
He was in these streets.
But listen.
Him in his big ass shoes.
Listen. It's not like he had like Shawnee is somebody that the world doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Shawnee's been on television
now.
Exactly, but I'm just saying people know who she is.
Mm-hmm.
She has corporate sponsorship.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing big business deals.
Yeah.
His kids are with her. Well, the kids that he fathered with her are with her the majority of the time,
mm-hmm.
because he's out doing his thing and building his brand, working his brand.
Mm-hmm.
So his kids are with her. So why the heck would he say anything negative about her?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Why would he want to say anything negative about her?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you'd be a fool to do that.
True.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then he's on a podcast, which I'm sure millions of people will see. So she could take him to court for defamation of character. And think about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's his reputation, his name is on the line. He has a whole lot to lose. So why would he want to say anything bad about the woman that he has kids with?
Mm-hmm.
He was married to. And think about this for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I know we all go through our own little situations, and we deal with people sometimes that we regret dealing with, or for real, and then but and we feel some type of way underneath for real. We may not publicly degrade that person, but behind closed doors, we're like, man, that's such and such ain't nothing but a such and such. And they make my skin crawl. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, because if you publicly go out there and say that about somebody, anybody, I don't care if you're somebody or a nobody. If you go out there and say, oh, this person is this, so you mean to tell me that person that bad and this, and this, but yet you laid down with that person.
Mm-hmm.
You fathered kids with that person, or you mothered kids with that person, and you built this with that person. So that person is all that. So what does that make you?
Mm-hmm. Well,
you understand what I'm saying?
Sometimes dumb.
I get it because I've been in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you something. That situation I was in, I can't stand that other person. I couldn't stand that other person. I'm telling you.
Well, hold on. Before you start going off.
No. I'm not going off on that, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I was just saying. I'm just trying to make a valid point. Like, I couldn't stand that. But I'm not going to go out here and publicly disgrace this individual.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of people disgracing each other, both of my kids came to me and asked me if I knew about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and they told me they were Team Depp. I haven't really been. I've been in love with Johnny Depp since I was a little girl. 21 Jump Street. 21 Jump Street. That bill was all got that. Oh, anyway. So since 21 Jump Street, I've been about Johnny Depp, and I recently showed my baby girl Edward Scissorhands, so she's obsessed with Johnny Depp. But apparently, little kids are watching this trial, so it's super crazy that they're out here in these streets. Basically, he's suing her for defamation because he lost 2 jobs behind him saying that they were involved with domestic violence or whatever. So he lost 2 jobs because he had Pirates of the Caribbean. And I forgot what else he had going on. So I think it's going to be a big win for men's rights if he wins, because, they feel like they're disenfranchised. So this will be a pretty big thing. What you think on that real quick?
See, and that goes full circle back to the Shaq and Shawnee thing. See, she sat up here and she disgraced this man and said all this and said all that about this man and built this man until be a monster. She painted a horrific picture of this man. So that came back and bit him in the behind.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So that goes full circle. So just as I was saying, you know what I mean? You may feel a certain way about this individual. Hell yeah, I'm angry at this person or this old dog-ass person or this stinging-ass person. Yeah, but I ain't finna go out there and tell the world and mess up what I got going on and possibly what you have going on that benefits me as well.
Yeah.
Especially if we have children together and my children are with you the majority of the time. So then that's going to say, oh, so this person is that bad, but still you leave your kids around that person?
Yep. Big facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Big facts.
So you got to think. You got to think. You got to think. People got to think. They got to open up their minds and their eyes, man.
Speaking of a famous couple that people like, I'm so happy it kind of died down a little bit. They said Jada went on the Red Table Talk to talk about Will, but it wasn't in a way that everybody thought she was gonna speak. I feel like they just hate that lady. They hated her for the longest. I think they hate the fact that she supposedly cheated, which in my opinion, she did not cheat. But anyway, she supposedly cheated. They both deal with other people, allegedly. And her person just happened to come out and say something. And, men are mad. They're big mad. They cannot stand that lady. And everything that Will does or anything that happens, they find a way to blame this lady. I don't know. Just what do you think?
Well, again, we're not in that household. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors or behind the scenes with them too. So, I mean, people see Will, they still see Will as the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You understand? People fell in love with Will Smith, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know what I'm saying? That was a household show that came on. What was it, every Thursday night or whatever the case may be?
Yes.
Everybody was glued to their television. You understand what I'm saying? So everyone fell in love with that character. So and you know what? I've dealt and been around people that were on television for different reasons. They were like, you would think that, they're the coolest person in the world, but off the set, they were jerks. Not saying that Will is a jerk, but I'm just saying, you don't know people, people are choosing sides sometimes because of, I know about Will. All Jada is mostly known for being with Tupac and set it off and being on a different world. But Fresh Prince was bigger than a different world.
Yeah.
So, sometimes people choose sides for that reason. But if, we really don't know the fact. See, Will is being a G about it. He's really not speaking wholeheartedly on the situation.
But I want to say something about Tupac.
Go ahead.
People are mad at her about Tupac, but if you see almost every music documentary, old school, there was one that came out that was Toxic Love. There was plenty of women that claimed that Tupac was their soulmate. And the main ones that would do it would be the ones, because apparently he had a thing with, if you slept with him, he didn't respect you. So majority of the ones that were acting like that were the ones that he didn't sleep with. If you pay attention to the documentaries, they had Lisa Left Eye Lopez. They said she was hanging out with him when she was with Andre Rison. Andre Rison was in these streets, but either way. Then you had Yo-Yo. I think Yo-Yo was the one that was actually with him when he passed away. Then there was Key Dada Jones. Jasmine, I went to go visit. Allegedly,
her and Key Dada Jones were engaged.
Yeah, they were engaged. And then he had a wife. He had a wife too. And then he had apparently he tried Adina Howard, but she said she was scared of him and Suge Knight. And then who else was claiming Tupac? It was so many of them, and they all felt the same way, except Jada was the one that was actually his like school childhood friend. And they even did the whole episode on a different world. If you remember, that's my show, y'all. If you remember that, when Piccolo, there you go, Piccolo, and then I forgot what the hell, Dorian. There was the good boy, and then there was the bad boy, right? Piccolo and Dorian. And what happened on a different world? She chose Dorian. So that mirrored her life. So she might have had a thing for Tupac or whatever, but Tupac was out here. And then the one that a lot of people don't know about, he was with Madonna. They were in love, but he told Madonna, I have an image that I have out there for my people. Super, RBG, all that good stuff. I can't be around here with a white girl. He wrote her a letter. He shut it down. So just like Jasmine Guy went to go visit him in jail. And that's how she ended up writing the book about his mom, Afeni Shakur. Love that book. If you've never read it, check it out. But I'm just saying, people are mad at Jada, but it's like they just want to find a way to blame the woman in the situation. And sometimes it's not always that. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on that.
Well, my thing is this. I mean, when you talk about these celebrities, in some of these athletes, and they talk about relationships, the one thing they all have in common is the majority of them are all recycled. Mm-hmm. They've been around the world and I.
I know that's right.
I'm just saying, they all recycled, man. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like another case of as the world turns. Like, really? So and so with so and so done broke up. Now they with so and so. We had them same issues in the hood.
Exactly, except it's not publicized.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So
thank you.
Half of the ladies are dating the same man.
Keisha around the block done been with Tom, Dick, and Hank.
Yep.
They all recycled.
And Miss Toya done came behind her too. So
they
whatever.
all recycled. So so the thing of it is, with all that being said, again, the way it sounds to me and the way it looks, my perspective, Will has not put everything out there on the table in regards to that relationship, and understandably so. Will is so much bigger than Jada, so he's not going to. If she's doing this, if she's acting out like this, just imagine if he put everything out there on the table.
Yeah, it's a wrap, because
man,
there's so many stories about Will and her, Lord.
Look. Look.
Let me put on my allegedly. Go ahead, keep talking.
Like I said, man, these folks have so much to lose. Mm-hmm. You understand? So no, they're not going. And rightfully so. He was upset that day where she had the camera and all in his face. And all
they're bringing that bucket back up, but you don't know what happened. That's what I'm like, man.
So what led up to that situation? What was going on before that? Like I said, there's so much that people do not uncover, and he has not put out there in the public eye. As he said, he's pretty much a private man. He only speaks on what Jada allegedly ran her mouth about.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly.
He don't speak about nothing else.
Nope.
And he shouldn't. Think about it. Look at some of these actors and singers and all. Some of these people that their lives are private. Mm-hmm. You don't know nothing about what's going on.
You don't hear jack about Denzel. You don't hear nothing.
Nothing about what's going on. People really didn't know who his wife was up until like maybe 10 years ago. Because he kept all that on the back burner. And so many others do the same thing. They keep their private life private. Mm-hmm. See, that's what when I say we, the world, in our community, we got to learn how to be private. You never let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. you can't let everybody into your business, man, because you know what? People get in your business. You're gonna have your people that's gonna hate on you. You're gonna have some people that's gonna cheer for you. You're gonna have some people that's gonna cheer for your downfall. You got more people that want to see you lose than win.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what I'm saying. You got to keep your lifestyle private. Even if you do dislike or got an issue with the other person or whatever the case may be, keep your lifestyle private, man. That's that little boy, little girl stuff, man. Ain't nobody on that all that nonsense.
Speaking of private, rolling into the next topic,
Mm.
Benzino. So he done took a few L's lately. They done caught your boy up at the Red Roof Inn. I ain't been to Red Roof Inn since I was a teenager, I think, for a freaking event. I didn't know people still went there, but if you want me to advertise, shout out. But either way, at the Red Roof Inn with some dude getting kicked out because they didn't pay the bill or whatever. Then there's the other trans woman that he was dealing with, and then there's the drama with Coi Leray. Like, there seems to be something every week. I'm not sure if they're doing it on purpose, if it's a true father-daughter beef. What do you think about all that?
Families. First of all, families have issues. They're gonna fall out with each other. Mm-hmm. Brothers and sisters fall out daily. Mom and dads have issues. Family members have issues with each other regardless. So again, here we go again, putting your business out there. It ain't everybody's business. Your business ain't everybody's business. So here you go, a father and his daughter, they bump heads, they clash. How many of you all out there in social media land have kids and your kids go to smelling themselves? That's how I was raised.
Makes me laugh.
You're starting to smell your piss.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Or your pants or you getting bigger than your britches.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So how many people have gone through that themselves or had their children go through that or whatever the case may be? I know of some folk that say, this child getting on my nerve, yada, yada, yada. They think they grown. This, that, yada, yada, yada. But growing up, that's stuff like that happened, but we didn't advertise it. Mm-hmm. I don't care if we didn't have social media back then. You still didn't advertise it to the world. You ain't going to the workplace and tell, my child doing nah. You ain't going to the church. My child doing all this and doing that. That was a social media right there. That was your social media, the church.
Obviously, you ain't have a Haitian mom.
Well, see, Haitian or not, I mean, it still remains the same. Mm. Keep your mouth closed.
I'm telling you.
Keep your mouth closed. It's easy. Mm-hmm. Shut your mouth. You know what? If I was somebody that robbed banks, mm-hmm. I sure enough wouldn't rob banks with them. They're gonna run and tell it.
They're gonna tell it all.
What the heck?
Like that president said, it all be in the streets. Everybody getting locked up.
Think about it.
Oh my goodness! I wasn't gonna talk about. I'm literally just rolling with topics off the top of my head. But what you think about Young Thug and Gunna and all them getting caught up with the shit that they posted online? I actually talked about this on the other podcast.
What's his name? Lil Keed. Mm-hmm. He just got killed today.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he just got killed. They killed him. He was the only one. Allegedly, he was the only one from YSL that was free. That was out in the world. Everybody else locked up.
Oh Lord, I had no clue.
Yeah. So allegedly, he was killed today. So, but So I seen something somewhere. I think it was on IG where his brother posted it that, why did you have to leave me like this, bro, and all that good stuff. So
dang.
Yeah, and then and I seen a lot of other people saying RIP. I follow Rick Ross, and he posted it on his page too, on one of his stories, saying RIP. That how good how solid he was in regards to think business smart. So he was saying
that's sad. Somebody just
locked off.
Lord.
Yeah, exactly. Over some foolishness. You know what I mean? So, and that's the thing about it. So, and all this stuff, all this crap about everybody talking about people snitching and all this.
Yeah, but a lot of them they just put it in their songs and stuff.
Man, listen. Whatever the case may be, whatever it is, man. A lot of this stuff is senseless. Mm-hmm. People trying to be harder than what they are. Know they probably be in the house crying at night. But whatever the case may be, man, it ain't worth it, bro. It ain't worth it. Everybody want what they say, clout chasing and all that. Man, ain't nobody on all that, man. Why you just can't chill and vibe, man? If you're gonna make music, make your music, then go and watch your business, man. All that, but all to me, it's all stupid. To me, it's all stupid. To me, it's all sound like something that little kids would do. Not saying that I'm any better than anyone else, but mindset wise, yeah, I'm better.
Well, that reminds me, R.I.P. to Jewel from Death Row. She was actually on there talking about that same thing and the childishness of everything. And she went out, she was definitely, that thug passion, woman to woman, all that good stuff. And it was crazy because she went on a show and said she had 6 months to live, and she went. So that was crazy as hell.
What did she have, cancer or something?
They never released what she had. They never did. She just said, I got 6 months, and she announced it to the people that she was on the interview with her kids in the.
How long after did she pass? After she made that announcement?
I think a month later. So she knew. She knew. Yeah, so it was crazy, and she was talking about Michelle and how Michelle dated Suge Knight and Dre, and it was actually worse because she was actually. Suge Knight's actual wife was actually the godmother to her children or whatever. So this has been going on for a long ass time, some craziness. So let me see. Real quick, touch some bases. What do you think about Mike Tyson fighting the dude on the plane? Did you see that?
Yeah, I've seen it. I mean, think about it, man. These dudes are kind of like, war veterans. They go to war. They go to war. 12 rounds. Depending on who you run up on, 15 rounds. These guys go to war. Getting pounded across the head, their kidneys, their spleen, their chest, their sternum, all that. They get pounded in the nose, in the mouth. And you gonna mess with somebody, they're gonna click.
Yep.
These people's hands are registered. Every professional boxer has to have their hands registered. So they walk around with a deadly weapon. So you want to push up on somebody and aggravate somebody. Hell, if it wasn't Mike Tyson, if it was
Joe Schmo,
if it was Billy Thomas, and you kept messing with him, he probably would have did the same thing too. Only difference is his hands ain't registered.
Exactly. I always, I know Mike Tyson had his problems, but I think he was one of the main stories that they brought him back from the dead, meaning being canceled, because that thing that happened with that young lady in the hotel, and then all the crazy criminal stories that was happening, all the way to having a cartoon, right? Mike Tyson's Murder Mysteries, right?
Right.
Like Scooby-Doo. That was my show.
Yeah.
So they did a good thing with that.
That still
I think it might come on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Bringing up another RIP real quick. I choose not to discuss Kevin Samuels or whatever for many reasons, foolishness that I've seen. But I watched an episode of Atlanta today, and he was on it. It's called Rich Wigga, Poor Wigga. If you haven't seen it, I will watch it. He was amazing. I give him, he was a natural on the screen. It was believable. It was good acting. It was funny as heck. It hit a lot of serious issues or whatever. It was basically a dude who was passing as white, and then Kevin Samuels comes. Now, of course, he's not Kevin Samuels, but he's the heir to the pink oil sheen fortune, and I actually have some in my bathroom, so that would be a really rich person. But and he tells and he doesn't have any money for school, and he's been passing for white, and the Kevin Samuels character comes in and changes the name of the school from a slave owner's name to the name of his grandfather, and he says everybody is gonna get a scholarship 100% who's black. Mind you, he's been passing this whole time. And when I say chaos broke out, but it was so good. So I just wanted to shout out Kevin Samuels for that RIP, because that was like a really good episode. And if you haven't seen it, check it out. I appreciated it. But I understood it because they had to go through a question and answer to prove that they were black, kind of like how the lady who went to go be a Supreme Court justice did. And it just reminded me that sometimes and then it also showed the white folks getting upset because they felt the black folks was getting something that they weren't going to get. And but it was really good. Just check it out if you haven't. But yeah, he did real good on that. So I just want to shout that out.
I ain't never really speak on it myself. But may you rest in peace. And for anybody that celebrated his death in a negative way. Um, my personal opinion, which I know a lot of people probably wouldn't care. I think you're wrong for it. That's still somebody's son. That was still somebody's daddy, uncle, brother, cousin, whomever.
Mm-hmm.
That was still he was still loved by somebody or somebody's. So just put the shoe on the other foot. Before you do a lot of this stuff, put the shoe on the other foot. Because we all belong to somebody, and we all are loved by somebody or somebody's. So just think about the hurt that his family had to go through, and listen to that foolishness that was going on via social media or across the airwaves when his mama probably had to see that, his daughter had to see that, his ex-wife, whatever, whomever, his family, period, and friends had to see that. I mean, that it's not right. It's dead wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like um, he was a Hitler or some kind of terrorist or anything like that. He stated his opinions. We all have opinions. Mm-hmm. We all have our thoughts. His was stated on a platform that reached a wide audience.
Mm-hmm.
We all have opinions and thoughts. We all share our thoughts and opinions. It may not be on a platform such as this that reach a wide audience, but it's heard by a few people, but it's not heard by the millions. And everybody's not going to like what you say. Everybody's not going to like what you do. Mm-hmm. Everybody's not going to like what you stand for. But he still stood for what he believed in and mm-hmm. what he thought. So big up to him for that. Some things he said, I agreed. Some things he said, I didn't agree. But again, he's somebody's child. He's passed away. He's gone. I know the hurt that people who love me would have if, God forbid, something happened like that to me. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? So I wouldn't celebrate that stuff like that, and be like, "Oh, good for this person, good for that person."
Maybe because I don't be in these Twitter streets. I don't be in Twitter. I have a Twitter, mm-hmm. I do, but I started it probably because of this. But I haven't been in these Twitter streets, so I'm not sure what celebrating people are talking about. I'm not gonna say it didn't happen. But I just didn't see it.
Well, I saw it because I have Twitter, Instagram, and what's the other one? TikTok. I have all of that. Mm-hmm. But see, the thing of it is some people were saying some stuff like, "Oh, well, good, he gone now."
Oh, okay.
What?
No, like I said, I'm not saying it didn't happen. What I saw was the opposite. I saw people getting on the YouTube and everything, acting like their daddy died.
So, you had like I said, you have people that love you, you have people that hate you, and you just have people that genuinely just don't. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
I was sitting in the middle. But any human being gone is a bad thing. That's not good.
You gotta remember, mm-hmm. he belonged to somebody, mm-hmm. and he was loved by somebody.
But that one point you said about his, you made the point his mother and daughter seeing those bad words. I agree with that. But the people that were getting upset that his mom found out on social media nowadays, let me tell you, it's not like back in the day, like you said, where people would go outside or go to the church. Oh, Jimmy Earl died. It's not like that nowadays with the news and all this other stuff. It gets out there so fast you can't even control it.
Understood.
You can't even control it.
I understood.
But the irony of the situation, I am going to say this: the irony of the situation was he died the way most men probably want to go, in the box, right? No. That's what they
said. They, not me.
No, I'm not talking about. Okay, listen. So But my whole point was the girl was a beautiful lady. She was thicker than a bitch. She was thick, and she was a nurse. So it's safe to say that she probably makes at least 6 figures. She wasn't the skinniest thing on the planet.
Because she a nurse?
Yes, it depends what type of nurse. She made 6 figures. She was not skinties. And she was a successful woman to the point where she tried to get the defibrillator and stuff. I said I wasn't going to speak on this. It was a little bit of irony of how everything went down. But did you hear they trying to say he set her up? First of all, he was with his preference.
What do you mean he set her up?
Now he set her up. She probably set him up to do something to him.
See, that's what I'm saying. People saying negative stuff, so nobody was there in that room. Nobody was with them when this all happened. So all this is speculation. A lot of stuff, people accuse people. I mean, I've been accused of things, and I've heard other people being accused of other things too. But at the same time, nobody don't know the truth but her, him, and the God
and the good Lord.
Yeah, what they serve. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm trying to tell you. The thing of it is, you can't sit up here and say, "Oh, well, she set him up." If that was the case, whoever's saying this and whoever mouth that comes out of, show proof.
Exactly.
What proof do you have? Hard proof. Not no hearsay. Billy Ray downstairs said. No. That's hearsay. I want to see some hard proof. What do you have? Did you find a needle in her pocket?
Lord have mercy.
A syringe or something? Did you find a bottle of medication in
They
her
trying
purse?
to turn the man into a martyr. That's what they doing.
The thing of it is, I see what's going on. But the thing of it is, do things decently and in order, folks. You talking about somebody's life.
Yep, because they could try to do something to that lady, and then
do something. Do it decently and in order. If she did do this, make sure you have all your facts. Have all your facts, hard facts, that people can sit there and see and touch and feel. If my aunt once said something to me one day, and it stuck with me. She told you if a person can't come up to you and do like this,
you need to stop.
Oh my God! Don't make no speculation.
So it didn't happen.
Don't make no speculation.
He's talking about something else right now, y'all. But we're not gonna go there.
Don't do that. Don't do that, people. Again, what happened to us being grown?
Oh Lord.
Let's conduct ourselves as such.
All right, let's talk about something grown because we about to hit our time.
Yeah.
Talk about something else grown. Lead. So Von Miller.
Okay.
Apparently, he got mad at some chick, found out she was fooling around. I don't even think it was his old lady. And he sent pictures to the dudes that she was supposedly messing with and said, you could have this. So, and then there's, been pictures when pictures that were leaked by Nelly, Trey Songz, that had a video of him getting some skullduggery. Then there's the whole Jesse Williams of it. Yeah. The whole Jesse Williams picture leak. Like, what is with people in these pictures? Like, that's revenge. I can't say the word on here, but that's revenge, PR. And like, why in the heck would you, if you really cared about a person or you was all worried, you upset, you can get, I know somebody that got like criminal charges for this. Why are dudes sending out pictures that me personally, I don't see in news, but this is the main reason why. Right. If you see a picture of me, somebody lied. They photoshopped it. But
Yeah, see, I mean, you got to move smarter, people. Got to move smarter. If you're going to do some stuff like that, don't show your face. No face, no case. That could have been anybody. What? You saw my hand? What? I mean, if I ain't got no significant mark or no tattoo on my hand, how you can't say that to me. See, let me tell you something. See, that's what I'm telling you. See, you got to be grown about it. If you're gonna do adult things, you gotta have an adult mindset when you do it, man. You gotta be smart. I mean, nobody thinks that if you do something like that, nobody thinks that the other person gonna go out here and publicly blast you or send it out over the airwaves or do revenge stuff like that on you. But at the same time, regardless, be smart about the way you move.
Mm-hmm.
All your moves should be calculated.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what it is, whether it's business or pleasure, all your moves got to be calculated because stuff like this happens and it backfires on you.
Mm.
So then, now you around here ashamed to go to the family picnic. Cause Aunt Bertha got your boobies in
your box.
Your box. Like, what you doing with that man? Why that man put what you was doing up in there with him anyway? Ain't he married?
Ooh.
We ain't raised you like that.
Lord.
Your mama ain't raised you like that. I ain't raised
not
you
over the potato salad.
Exactly.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
No.
And you know Uncle Johnny over there on the grill with his bill in his hand. He's yeah, boy, look at her. That my niece, but I don't.
Oh my ew. What the hell is happening?
Come on, man. But I'm just saying, be smart about it.
Oh my
Be
God.
smart about what you do and how you do, man.
Mm.
And everything that you do.
Mm.
Because, it's stuff like this that go on because you don't never know what the other person's mindset. That person could have had a bad day that day. They pissed off for whatever reason. I don't know. And the first person that they take it out on normally be the people that's closest to them.
I don't care how mad you are. You ain't gonna put my box on the internet.
I understand that.
I
understand that. But if
you might can do these, but not the box.
So here's my thing. Here's my thing as a man. And I'm looking at it. If he did that, obviously he had feelings for her.
That's how you show feelings?
No, that's not how you show it. But I'm just saying because he's angry, he's bitter, he's hurt.
Guess what?
Hurt people.
That's toxic. No, I'm just I know you hate that word.
hurt people, folks.
Oh my gosh.
We all know this. Hurt people. And obviously he was bitter, he was angry, and he was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he didn't care, it wouldn't even bother him. Like, yeah, okay, you doing you. What do you do? What am I supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? What am I supposed to do about it? You doing you? Okay. Well, you my side piece anyway. If that was the case,
yeah, supposedly it was a side piece. He did all that for his side piece.
That's what I'm trying to say. So obviously there was feelings involved.
Oh God.
He got his feelings involved.
Mm.
Maybe she did too. I don't know. Like I said, we're not in that situation. We don't know. But the way it was moved, the way he moved, and what he did, his action says that there were feelings.
Mm. I hear you. Well, let's talk about this is the last thing we're talking about. So, I went on the No Cap Zone with my boy Jay from Daily Read podcast. And one of the topics we talked about was Megan Thee Stallion and if she's lying. And some of them on there were saying that they found out that they're saying some of the reports are saying that it was glass. Some of it was saying it was bullet. And some people say lying. I said, no matter what, if Tory shot the gun and some glass flew, he hurt Megan, whether how it happened or not, it's a problem. But they said because she was lying, well, some of them were saying because she was lying, Tory may be innocent. And I said he was testing the waters anyway because he a whole immigrant and he could get deported. What the hell he doing pulling out a gun anyway? But what's your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, in that situation, I heard about that too, but and I seen some of the stuff in there too, and like I've even read a whole bunch of comments and everything. Apparently, allegedly, every time she tells her side of the story, there's something new and different.
Mm-hmm.
Her story changes every time she tells it. But my thing is, everyone in that situation was inebriated.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows what he probably did have a gun. He probably fired that gun off or whatever the case may be. And if he did allegedly shoot her in the foot, she took it like a G.
I know, right? I would have been crying. I've been crying like a bitch.
I understand. Adrenaline flowing and all that good stuff, and all the people like, oh, okay, yeah, but I understand that. But she took that thing like a G, and at the same time, like I said, who knows who may have did it? Who knows if he even did it?
Yeah, they were saying that the best friend might have did it, but she didn't do it. They proved that it wasn't her. Now she off minding her business.
That's what I'm saying. So everybody was drinking, so everybody played a fault at some point in that whole situation. I don't condone. Yeah,
You think she was at fault too?
she was there, so she was at fault.
What?
Yeah, she was at fault.
So you decide
She was in
to
that
get drunk
situation.
and reenact what the hell is doing when he was shooting at the feet damn Speedy Gonzalez. No, and you shoot my foot and I'm at fault just for being there.
You looking at it. I'm not saying it exactly the way you're trying to make it.
Okay,
seem.
clear it up for me, please.
I'm trying to clear it up.
Okay.
I say she was at fault because number one, she, like I said, everybody was inebriated.
Okay.
So everybody's at fault. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's at fault. All parties involved.
Man, please.
All parties involved was
Okay.
at fault. Regardless if it was a bullet or some glass, everybody was at fault. They was all drunk. It was all playing around. It was all bull jiving.
Well, we go somewhere and we turn up and you got a gun and we drinking. Please keep that shit to yourself. Okay, everybody getting locked up.
First of all, if I got liquor up in me, why would I even want a gun near me?
That's my point.
That's why I say everybody's involved. Everybody's involved.
Either way, she was twerking by the time it was over. She was still twerking 3 days later.
Exactly.
But listen,
exactly.
them knees were still going strong.
Exactly.
On that note,
she done won so many doggone awards,
man, please,
up to this point. Since that incident, which you don't find that suspicious.
If you don't sit your ass down,
you don't find that.
Listen, you make me sit you on this live. No. Listen. Listen, do you have a topic you would like to talk about before we jump up off here? Is there anything on your mind?
No, I think we covered all our bases, man. This is pretty dope little segment here, man.
All right, you like it when we do it impromptu anyway?
Yeah, because you free your mind.
Man, please. Okay, thank you for joining us. This is TJ, aka at Teddy Bear 5194 on Instagram, aka at Dick 'em Down on Instagram.
Don't do that.
I'm Vita Sepia Scholar. We decided to jump on here. Like I said, it's rare to get him on here, so we went ahead and just did a little chat, a little live. And so thank you for joining me. Love who loves you. May God bless you with everything you need. And let me go ahead and let you say what you want to say real quick.
Well, I was just gonna sign this off. You know what I mean?
Oh, you want to do the sign off? Okay.
Well, yeah, I was gonna
go ahead.
So,
speak up, Bear.
I'm gonna make this real dope and short.
Okay.
Short and sweet.
Okay.
We're gonna sign off like this, because I'm one of them cool cats. In the arms of an angel.
What the hell? Anyway, on that this dude find any reason to sing. With that being said, the Sepia Scholar is out. Thank you, TJ. Bye, y'all. Peace.